Today we're gonna hike to Castaic Falls near Santa Clarita, California. So our hike begins on Lake Hughes Road, and it's gonna be on this bridge. And this is a short hike, it's only 2 miles. So this is gonna be going upstream the whole way. The whole way to this hike is upstream. But I'd just like to pause for a second and ask my viewers at the bottom in the comment section to please share this with family and friends and those who enjoy hiking. Now on to the hike. Alright, so this hike is pretty open for the most part. So there isn't a lot of shade on this hike. And if you're going to do this hike in the summer or the spring, you are going to want to bring a lot of water, wear short sleeves, and bring sunscreen. So this is also pretty muddy. The stream is very small, so you won't have to worry about getting your feet too wet, but you will get your feet a little wet. And there's some trees on this hike, but not a whole lot. So you could tell just based off the landscape of this stream that it used to be a larger form of water, maybe even a river. But this is just what's left of it. So throughout this trail, you will cross the stream multiple times. And right here, it merges onto a little path right there, just temporarily. And there's a lot of dead trees on this trail from the fires over the years. And right now the canyon is pretty wide, but as we get closer and closer to the Castaic Falls, what you're going to notice about the trail is that it's going to get more narrow. And these are some of the plants that are blossoming due to spring coming early. And there's the yucca plant that we always see. And you're going to get a nice backdrop of the mountains up ahead. So you're going to get luscious views along this canyon. And of course, one thing you don't have to worry about on this trail is getting lost, is you're essentially just going one direction the whole way. And there isn't any other trails that merge off until you get to the falls, which is when you get up to the falls, it keeps going on, but it doesn't really lead up to anything else at that point. So one thing you're going to notice when you do this hike is you're going to notice the sand is very soft and slippery, so you could slip and slide on this sand. So just be careful not to slip and fall. So today the trail is actually low traffic, so I'm actually the only one on the trail. There is a couple other people on this trail I've seen, but other than that, it's just me. And there's the stream crossing I was just telling you about a moment ago. You are going to notice these carvings in the sand as you make your way through this stream. And the closer you get to the falls, you're going to notice more rocks along the way. So there is some scrambling, but not a whole lot on this trail. Of course, you're going to get this beautiful view and landscape of the stream. So we're making another stream crossing up here. We're actually getting pretty close to the falls. As you see, the canyon is starting to narrow, and we're getting some shade along the way. And this is one of my favorite things, is crossing those logs. It's always fun for me. All right, so at this point, we're probably about 3/4 of a mile there. And you're going to notice a little bit of graffiti on the wall as you make your way through this canyon. And you're going to notice the little waterfalls along the way. And one thing that you're really going to enjoy when you're doing this hike is being able to listen to the sounds of the creek, which is just very peaceful. So just take the time as I'm making my way through this trail and listen to those sounds. Another little stream crossing right here. All right, so at this point, we're essentially just making our own adventure as we're making our crossing of the stream. You could go left, you can go right. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're going to end up at the same destination. So if you are looking for an easy hike to do, this would be one I would pick for you. Sorry for that glare in the camera. There's currently some sun blocking that view, but there'll be more shade up ahead, so we won't have to worry about the glaring in the camera. You're going to see some graffiti on some of these rocks, some graffiti on the walls right there. So we're probably about maybe like 800, 900 feet from the falls. And you see a little waterfall right there. Then we're going to cross over right here. All right, so at this point in the trail, there's going to be a lot of shade. So this would be a good time, especially if you're doing this during the hotter seasons, to just take the time to appreciate the shade. And there's another little waterfall on the way up. All right, so as we approach, we are getting close to the falls. And here is Castaic Falls. So we're actually going to go up that ladder right there that's like a rope, and we're just going to check it out to see what's up there. So just be very careful when you're climbing up this rope / ladder. There are some chains, so you shouldn't have a problem falling as long as you take your time to go up this. All right, so now we're above the waterfall. We're just going to go up to this side, and we're going to see what's down there. So it looks like above the Castaic Falls is actually going to be another little waterfall. So we're just going to go around the side to see how close we can get to it. And there's a little cave hole in there right there as well. So we're just going to make our way down here. And we're going to climb down these rocks. And just take the time to grab onto the rocks and make your way down. All right, so the trail just goes on. So this is above the Castaic Falls, and above it is a little small pool of water, and there's a carving somewhat like a cave. So I'm going to try and get us a better view, and there's a little waterfall that's actually above it. I don't know any way to get there, but if you know how to get there, I'd recommend bringing a rope so you could maybe climb down there. There it is. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.